welcome to your Katie Bell Physiotherapy and Wellness Strength and Conditioning workout. Today we are going to focus predominantly on strength. So for this workout you're going to need yourself a dumbbell or a kettlebell or something that you can use for resistance, so whether that's a water bottle that you've filled up. If you're new to strength and conditioning and you're just dipping your toe in the water, so to speak, you might even want to just try having a go at doing these exercises without any weight or resistance if this is a completely new type of workout for you. Of course, if any of the moves we're doing don't suit your body or you don't feel comfortable doing them today, feel free to skip them, either repeat one that you're happy with, or if you're currently rehabilitating, maybe pick some of the exercises that you're doing as part of your program as well. If you have got any issues, any questions, do feel free to contact us at the team. So what we're going to do is we have a little warm up, and then once we get stuck into the main body, we're going to do about 8 different exercises, all focused on strength and conditioning. We're going to do some combined work of the upper body and the lower body, and we're going to be working in sort of sets of around 40 seconds work, 20 seconds rest. Of course, there's always the option to either do a little bit more, a little bit less, depending on the level that you're working to today. Okay. So let's get started, let's get warmed up. As I said, this is going to be predominantly strength, so we're just going to do a little bit of cardiovascular warm up, but we're really going to be focused on getting our muscles activated and ready. So before we do anything, let's just take those ankles into a little pedal. So I'm just lifting up with my heel, lifting kind of long out of my big toe. Almost imagine I've got a puppet string attached to my knee, and do this on the spot walk. Now, ankles and feet are incredibly important for power and movement, and we often forget about them and ignore them, and just kind of, it's a bit of a given that they're going to happen. Okay, 2 more. Okay, from here, let's go up and down with our little foot pedals. So I want to make sure that, especially if we're just going to do lots of strength work, that we've got a nice foundation to work on. So that our foot alignment into the floor tracks all the way up into the hips and the back. Okay, let's do 2 more. And then we're going to do some little power-ups. So these are a good way to prepare for some of the impact work we're going to do. So we're going to do a heel raise. Just start by going with that, lifting up and down. And then once you feel, okay, I've got an idea of what range my joints are happy with, we're going to change the speed. So nice and fast up, and then steady down. Fast up, steady down. And see if you can make a really strong distinction between see if you can make a really strong distinction between going up and then gliding back down. So up and glide back down. Up, glide back down. Let's do 3 more of those, making sure the ankles are tracking over the toes. Last one. Back down. So already you should feel those calves are waking up. Okay, let's take it into a light jog on the spot. Hopefully your feet are ready for it, and there, thank you for giving them a bit of grace before we start hopping on them. Okay, so start taking this just a little bit more dynamic side to side, so it's a very slight hop. Almost imagine you've got a line on your mat and you're just hopping over it, left and right and left, that's it. Great, okay. We're going to stay here just for a few more, and then we're going to take it into a little curtsy squat. So it's a bit like our scooters we did. Okay, I'm obviously jumping literally over my mat now. 3, 2, 1. Okay, across into curtsy, curtsy. Start by just moving into it. Almost feel your hips opening up, feel your glutes waking up. Now let's start getting a bit more technical about this and getting our activation. So come across, weight into this heel, and then out. Weight into the heel. So I don't want the weight coming forwards through the knee. I want to weight there into my heel. That's it. And heel. Heel. Well done. Okay, this time stay this side here. Stay there. Okay, just stay, stay, stay. Little pulse if you need to, but if not, just stay there. You should feel your glutes all around your hips switching on. You shouldn't feel any knee pain here. Okay. I want you to step that foot behind you into a lunge, and then step it back across. Behind and across. So again, I'm not working really, really hard. If I was going to put this on an effort scale of 10 is the hardest workout I've ever done, and 1 is, I don't know, laid on the sofa being fed chocolate, I'll be putting this about 5 or 6. Somewhat hard, but really not difficult. Okay, last one, and let's swap over. Straighten my mat out, or I land on my face. Okay, so go across, hold it there. Now sit back into the heel of this front leg. Try not to let yourself spiral. Keep facing towards me, rotating, then lifting out through the crown of the head. Okay, so let's step back and across. Back, that's it, whoop, and across. So we're just trying to get this glute, these quads, but really this anchoring back into the hip and the leg. Getting that sequence ready. Okay, last two, last one. Okay, we're going to come to the end of your mat, or make sure you've got space behind you, and just take yourself into a back lunge, like we were just doing, but alternating sides. You'll notice how I'm not going very far. I'm just looking for warm up, getting prepared for it. If you feel happy to, I want you to take your hands up into the air as well. Go at a speed that you feel comfortable with, that you don't feel that you're sort of flinging yourself into that position. And I want you to imagine as you reach up that you're stretching an elastic band from your leg that's stepping back all the way up into your fingertips. Okay, on your next one, hold it there, tuck under with that pelvis, push up with the hands, and just gently sink down into that hip so we're creating that lovely long length. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and switch. Step back, tuck under, sit down. Let's push, 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 push. Stay there. 3, 2, 1, and back up. Okay, nice wide legs now. Try and turn those toes slightly off to the side. Let's come down into a wide plie. So this should feel really wide. We're looking for a stretch through the inner legs and also into the hips. If you need to, tuck your heels in a little bit more, if that makes it feel like protect your knees a bit more, but if not, nice and wide. Okay, come down here now, and we're just going to scoot off side to side. Again, just a slightly different change in the variance in the inner legs. You should maybe even notice it a little bit more around the back of your legs into your hamstrings as well, especially if you're leaning forwards. Okay, let's do 2 more. Last one. And then when you're ready, let's come all the way back up. Okay, let's take those hands out in front of us. So reaching away, rounding the upper shoulders, just letting the chin gently rest towards the chest. In that position there, just start to rotate to the left and the right. Just folding softly through the upper back. I'm not really dragging my shoulders, I'm just getting enough. So there's a little bit of tension there, a little bit of stretch. Great. One more time each side. And then last of all, hands behind the head, lifting the chest forwards. Again, side bending this time. So I've got my hands behind my head, I'm lifting my chest very slightly, but I'm not arching my back. And a little side bend, like a windscreen wiper, left and right. Okay, 3, 2, and 1. Release those arms. Okay, this is your moment to get your spiky ball or your foam roller out. Give yourself any release or stretches that you need to do. If there's any stretches that I haven't covered that you want to do before we get started, go for those now. The other thing you need to do is make sure you've got your water ready to go. Okay, I'm going to talk you through the first exercise. I think most of the other exercises we're going to do today, you'll be able to get straight into, but this first one's a little bit technical, that's why I've done it first. So hopefully you'll be less fatigued, and also it gives us a chance to have a little chat about it. So we're going to do something which is controlling what is basically what we call deceleration, i.e. slowing and controlling. So for example, the easy way to think of this is to say like when you're running downhill, that you don't just sort of stagger down the hill, that you go with control, going downstairs, anything like that where you're decelerating the motion. Often that can be quite difficult for our bodies to control. So what we're going to do is we're going to hold the weight over to one side. So you might be that you hold on to both ends, or you might hold on to the handle, depending whether you're using a kettlebell or a barbell like me. Okay, so I'm going to hold it to one side. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to step forwards on the opposite leg, and I'm going to go forward, land into a lunge and hold. And I've got to try and control this here, so my knee isn't dropping in, I'm not going over my toes, but I'm landing to my foot. So if I do it from the side for you, so I'm going to hold here, I'm not letting myself rotate, hips are still facing forwards, and then I go across, hold. 3, 2, 1, back up. Okay, so just have a go at that without the weight for a second. Down, control. 3, 2, 1, and off. And you should be landing into the weight into the heel. You should feel it coming up into the glutes, not in the kneecap. If it's in the kneecap, See if you can land and come back. So it might be that you have to land and then bring yourself back. Hold yourself into those glutes and then go. Okay, so I see we've all had a drink, had a stretch, got your head around this first exercise. Everything else I will teach you as we go along. We've got 8 exercises. I'm going to set a timer for 40 seconds. If you want to do less than that, you want to do 30, then feel free to stop when you're ready. Okay, so into standing, facing along your mat. We're going to hold the weight in the right hand. We're going to step forwards on the left. So 3, 2, 1, off we go. So weight is up to the right hand side, and I'm going to go across and down. All the way back into standing. And again, cross and down, hold it there, get your weight back, 3 seconds, and then up again. I want you to feel the weight being controlled. It's not just jutting forwards through that knee. And again, down, hold, 3, 2, 1, back up. And again, down, 3, 2, 1, back up. Off you go. Stay, 3, 2, 1, back up, 5 seconds, 3, 2, 1, back up. Can you hold, do one more for me? Brilliant. Okay, right then. Staying on that side, we're going to come into, actually we'll pop the weight down. We're going to do a bit of cardio just to get our heart rate up. Okay, we're going to go into our switch lunges. So switch lunges, either you're stepping back here, switching sides, or from here, you're going to do a little hop and switch. Okay, off we go. So either stepping back, staying nice and light through that spine, long and tall. If you want to, you can do either alternating arms or both arms. If not, let's see if we can get that little hop and hop and hop. Well done. So we're getting our heart rate up a little bit. If you're really advanced, you might like to go to full switches, but if not, we're going to be here for that little hop, switch. Your non-impact version, we're doing alternating step backs. Keep working. We want to be up there. We want to be sort of 7 out of 10. We want to be working very hard, but not impossible. Okay, let's grab our weight again. So we were stepping forward to our left leg. We're going to do that again. We're going to hold the weight in front of us. We're going to step forwards on our leg. This right leg is just hanging out. I'm going to keep the front knee soft, and I'm going to bow forwards at the hips. My spine and my shoulders stay straight. It's just here at the hips, okay? So I fold, then I come back up. Fold, back up. That's it. So as you do this, you should feel a hinging at the hip and no other joints. Keep these shoulders gently squeezing together. Let the weight just come naturally in front of your body. That's it. And again, fold, and up. So you should feel this down the back of that supporting leg, so into your glutes, maybe a bit into the back of the thigh, into your hamstrings. Well done. Last one, and step through. Okay, staying with this, now with your weight, you're going to come and put your weight onto the floor in front of you. To make it all easy, we're going to keep going with this left hand. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down, I'm going to take hold of my weight, I'm going to come up and then push overhead. Okay, so take hold of your weight, push with your legs to bring yourself here. Now push with your legs again to go overhead and down. Okay, I'm going to turn this way so you see. So I'm going to go down to the shoulder, overhead press, release it back down. Lift the shoulder, bend the knees to overhead press. You can see where I'm getting my little knee bend, so I squat to take it overhead. Control back down. And again, lift, squat, push overhead. Well done. And again. Try and control it all the way down rather than let it just fall from that position. Well done. Okay, let's take ourselves into a lateral lunge. Again, we're going to step out onto this left leg. So I'm going to take hold of my weight. I'm going to take it either onto my shoulder, or if I'm feeling less confident or I need a little bit more support, I'm going to hold it in front of my chest. From here, we're stepping out to that leg into a side lunge. So out I go, and back in. As I do this, I'm trying not just to hover here, and also not to drop into that hip. I'm trying to come nice and tall up right here, and then back down. As I said, if you don't feel happy with this single hold here, you hold this weight here in front of your body. There we go. Okay. Again, landing as much as you can, getting your weight into your heels. It's like you're trying to send your bottom off the back of the mat, which might make it feel a little bit trickier to get up. We're trying to bias those muscles so we don't just overload the knee. Well done. Okay, let's pop that weight back down. We're going to go into hops now. So, two options. Option number one, you're going to do your pencil jump. So, nice straight legs, pointing through the toes. Option number two, coming just onto that left leg, single leg hops. Okay, off we go. So I'm going to go for the single leg to start with. And I'm still trying to think about coming up through the whole of the foot. So rather than just landing quite flat, I'm letting my foot ripple through the floor and also firing through. If after a little time you kind of go, this really isn't working for me, just come to your pencil jumps. But I really want you to point your toes as much as you can with both of these versions. Well done, keep going. Go on, hop, hop, hop. So really, we should be able to do this if we're going to think about going running or anything like that. So if you're currently a runner and you're dying with this, you know what your homework is. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Well done. Give those legs a shake. We're coming back onto the mat. If you want to, you can add your weight into this. We're going into a single leg bridge. So left leg again. So left leg will be cursing you, won't it? Right leg floats off, and when you're ready, we're going to lift up and down. So I've just got my weight resting on my tummy. If you want, you could put a cushion here if you don't feel comfortable. So I'm driving up and back down. Now you might find that just a single leg bridge alone is enough to challenge you. Watch out for this chest trying to push off for you, kind of bracing down to the floor. Make it come through your leg. Push through the foot. Drive the knee away. Get the glutes switching on. Keep going, that's it, go and push that knee away. You're nearly there. Keep going. Go on, keep that weight steady if you've got it there. Last one. Brilliant. Okay, let's roll it from there. Okay, let's pop your weight out the way. We don't need it for this exercise. We're going to go into a hover squat. So a hover is where we do that little preparatory lift up, like we're going to go into, say, a plank or something like that. The hover squat, we come up, we squat right back like we're crouching onto our heels and come forwards again. So when you're ready, up you come, squat back, push forwards. And I really want you to think about using your legs to control this. As you do it, concentrate on keeping that spine nice and long, so we're not rounding the lower back to get all the way down. If you find there's a problem with your joints, you might feel that you prefer to go halfway or 3/4, whatever works for you, but you should be feeling lots of work in those quads. Go on, use that core. Well done. Round one complete. You now have got about a minute to catch your breath, have a drink, do some stretches if you need to, and then we're going to go back into the second round, repeating that on the other side. So by now, hopefully you've made a bit of an assessment of whether or not your weight is too heavy or not heavy enough, whether or not there's any exercises that you don't feel comfortable with. If they are, start thinking ahead now. Say, for example, like that hover squat, if that didn't feel okay for you, you might prefer just to do straightforward press-ups or some squats and standing. See what you prefer to do. You know your body, you know what you're trying to work on. It's cardiovascular fitness. You might even choose just to stand up and have a jog on the spot. Okay, we've got about another 10-15 seconds left to go. I'm going to go back into round two. We've got that deceleration. So this time, weight is going to be up on the opposite side. We're going to step forward, control, and then back out again. So you've got that little hold. You can follow along with me. If not, just go at your pace and count when you're ready. Okay, when we're ready, off you go. So weight on the opposite side. So I'm taking to my left shoulder. I'm stepping out my right. Control, and back up again. And again, go. So it's kind of a bit of a wood chop, if you've done those before in your workouts. But imagine you're kind of rowing, kayaking, scooping to the side. Control. Try and avoid this knee dropping over the toes. Sit back here. Keep nice and still. Hold. And up we go. And again. Hold. Up you go. Almost imagine you're trying to take your body by surprise. Well done. Okay, we're going to go into our switch lunge. So let's pop our weight out of the way. I'm not going to trip over it. So front of your mat, this is where we're swapping legs. So either you step back or you will hop and swap. 5 seconds. Grab a drink of water if you need it. When you're ready, front of your mat. Off you go. So we've got our step backs. And that's where we're floating along through the spine, going back as far as we feel we can control. But actually, a deep lunge is not necessarily better. I actually prefer a mid-range lunge. It's much more appropriate for function. If you're happy to, then come here to the hop and swap, and you'll feel the weight really loads more into that front leg. You're just tapping that other leg behind. Nice fast switch over. Feel the heart rate going up. That's it, well done. Keep going all the way to that last beat. Well done. Okay, let's grab our weight. We're going right leg this time. Single leg deadlift. So we've got the weight in front of us, trailing the left leg behind us. Little bit of softness in this right knee. Long spine. Just imagine you're hinging here at the hips. So bow at the hips, keep the spine long, and just focus on that right knee staying soft. So a little kind of, I don't know, bow for royalty or whoever else you bow for these days. Fold at the hips, and then drive forward with the hip. Go and load that hip up, and then go and drive it forward. Feel that power coming through the hip. Feel the movement coming through that joint. Let the knees stay just soft. Go and drive. And fold. Drive. And fold. Well done. 5 seconds. Fab. Wonderful. Okay, we're going to do that pick up again. So this is where you're going to take the weight down to the floor and go up overhead. I'm switching to my right hand this time. So, weight on the floor. Whoop, before it runs away. Nice wide squat for me if you can, if that feels comfortable for your hips and pelvis. So when you're ready, let's grab that weight, take it to the shoulder. Now bend the knees, overhead press. Okay, if you're finding when you get to here, to get it overhead, you're having to arch your back, drop the weight and just do the movement without it. Or swap if you've got a water bottle around and you've been using a weight. If you can switch weights, that's great. Up. Okay, and down. If you are struggling with that twist, you have got the option, I'll show you now, to do both hands and keep it through the centre. Make sure you're folding at the hips rather than flexing at the spine. Well done. Okay, we're going to go lateral lunge now. So come to the other end of your mat, take your weight over into the opposite side. If you want to, if that feels a little bit, you're not happy, you're not confident with that, pop that weight right into the centre here. Okay, when you're ready, we're stepping out onto that right leg. So long spine, 3, 2, 1, off you go. Out, back in, whoop. So we're going to go out and back in. That's it. Back into those hips. So as you do this, let's think about sending our hips behind us on the mat. Like I've got an imaginary chair behind me. I'm going to think about having a little sit down. You'll feel that load come a little bit more into the glutes and high up into those quads. I don't want it in your knee, don't want any joint pain. Just go what works for you. That's it. If you need to, bring that weight in front of you. Last one. In. Fantastic. Okay, we're going to go now into our little hops. So if you're doing your single leg hop, just swapping sides. If you're doing your pencil jumps, zip those legs together. Imagine you're literally turning into a pencil. Hopefully fairly self-explanatory. With this nice point, we're trying to get the whole back line working. So when you're ready, onto your hops, hop. That's it. So as you do this, if you think, you know what, this side isn't happy, just take 2 double jumps there. That's it. So you're going to go nice and long, pointing through those toes. If you want to, single leg. Okay. Now if you are feeling wobbly and the balance is an issue, come over to a wall or a chair and hop from there. Just so you've got that little bit of closed down space. It's going to help you control much better. I want you to get the power here. So don't worry if you need that little bit of support. We're looking for power. more than we're looking for balance. It certainly does challenge your balance, doesn't it? Well done. Okay, let's come back on the mat. We need our weight. And we're going to come into our single leg bridge. So laying on your back. This time left leg floating off. With or without the weight, it's up to you. Just make sure your tummy feels comfortable. Sometimes this can be a bit irritating on the lower tummy, so put a cushion there if you're unhappy. Drive up and back down. So as I do this, I'm imagining that I'm almost clawing into the floor with my heel, like I'm scooping, and I'm sending my knee away. So imagine it's like a scoop and a scoop. And you should feel as you do that, glutes working with the hamstrings, driving up, the chest should feel nice and relaxed. Great, wonderful. Okay, let's come up out of that position, get rid of the weight, and we're going to go into our hover squats. And that's the last exercise of this round. Okay, so remember, if the hover squats are irritating for your joints, get up into standing, do a squat there. You can even do a pulse squat if you wanted to work it a little bit harder. So let's float those knees off, back we go, really back onto those heels, and then drive forward so the shoulders are over the wrist. Back. Use that out breath to support your core. We want to be training that little pelvic floor and core squeeze with your out breath. And then eventually, you can forget about your core because you just breathe out on the effort and your body will know the sequence. So if you're not sure that's happening for you, use this as a nice focus exercise. You're getting the core and the breath kicking in. So come to your squat, breathe out. Well done. Okay. Round 2 done. So this is always the bit where you're like, oh, we've still got to do this on both sides. Again, so 2 more rounds, so we're halfway. So you are doing really well. Again, this is where you need to reassess. Do you need to take it up a level? Do you need extra weight? Or do you just need to catch your breath and have a nice big drink of water? Okay, so if you're not already having a stretch or adjusting anything you need to, then grab your water. We're going to go in another 20 seconds time. So we're just having a little bit of a break. These breaks are really important. We don't want to miss them out. We want to allow that time for our systems to kind of recalibrate, and then we take them back off again into this training. So the rest is where the strength is created. So your recovery is where your strength is created. I know it sounds strange that whilst you're exercising, that isn't where your strength is created. It is, but actually your body getting stronger happens in the recovery. Okay, are we ready? Back round again. We're going to go into deceleration lunges. So we're going to go forwards onto that leg. We have the weight on the right hand side. We're stepping forwards onto that left leg. We hold, 3, 2, 1, back out again. I think you've all got the hang of this one now. Okay, are you ready? Got your weight, so weight over into the right hand. Off we go. So from this right hand side, whoop, across, step into left, hold, 3, 2, 1, back up again. You go at your speed, just make sure you're getting this real pause, feeling the legs push into the floor. Feel that reaction back through the legs, and up, and again, and up, and up. Let's do 10 seconds more. You've got it there now. You're into the rhythm of this. Go on. Hold, hold, hold. Breathe out, push off. Well done. Okay, we're going to go into our switch lunges. So let's get the weight out of the way. Get that heart rate back up again. So front of your mat space. And this might be where you're starting to feel like maybe you need to push on a bit, or maybe you need to hold back a bit, maybe switch it up a bit. Do a few sort of step back lunges. So do a few here. Get yourself going. And then see if you can do 4 of the switches. And then you go back into your step in, and then take yourself back into your switch lunges. Go. See if you can mix it up a little bit if you're Not quite sure which level you should be at, but if not, just go for it. Let's see if we can get that heart rate up. Moving really well. You should feel nice and light through the upper body, not clenching here at the shoulders. Go on, soft upper body. Switch, switch. Go on, really hop those switch legs. Well done. Okay, let's grab our weight. We're going into our single leg deadlift. So again, I'm going to go with my left leg. That was my forwards leg on the first exercise. I've got a slightly soft knee and a long spine. Just fold at the hips. So we're thinking of a bow. Off we go. Bow and up. Lovely. Bow and up. So I'm trying to keep my knee, my hips and my heart all facing forward to the front of the mat. So I'm not spiralling as I flex at this hip. Let's focus again like we did on the last round. Really driving forwards through that standing leg, through that hip as you come up, right into full standing. And again. Okay, we're going to go into our pickups. So let's pop the weight down. Remember, if you've got that problem with twisting, if your back feels sensitive today or you feel like you've pushed it too much, just pick up with both hands overhead. I'm going to go with my left hand, so you can join in with me or mirror me. So grab the hand, come, bend, overhead. Now I feel like I need my legs a little bit wider, so just adjust as feels right for you. So bend, take the shoulder press, overhead. Well done. So we're joining in a little bit of rotation. We're going to feel it into those legs as well, especially after the work we've been doing. But we're trying to be able to get that lovely separation out of our movements. So go on, push. Now bend the knees, overhead. That's it. Go on, push and lift. Well done. Okay, lateral lunges. So we're going to step out onto that left leg. So I'm going to bring myself to the end of my mat. I'm taking the weight to the opposite side. Remember, you've got that choice. Bring it in front of your chest or get rid of it if it's throwing you off too much. We want to work really hard, but the best version we can do. Off we go. Lateral lunge, sit back and up again. Sit back and up. So as I do this, I can feel a little bit of a stretch through the inside of this outstretched leg. I'm really thinking there about loading back into the hips. Back. And again. You've got about 10 seconds left. Keep going. I know this leg is feeling it. It's doing lots of work here. Great. Okay, let's pop this out of the way. We are back to our single leg hops or our pencil jumps. Can you feel the fatigue kicking in now? I know this is where it feels like it. And this is where you've got to make that call between intensity and quality of your movements. And I want you to pick quality and push the intensity as far as you can go. So if you were doing single leg, have a go, see if it works. If it doesn't, if you feel like you're just struggling to keep your form, you've got any problems in the joints, then switch back over to the other side. That's it, well done. If you need to, or if you prefer to, if you're maybe protecting vulnerable areas like vulnerable ankles and like that, go to your pencil jump. It's still going to work you really hard. Go and push through that foot. Don't just kind of land into the knee. Go and push through the foot. Get the bounce. Go, go, keep going. Well done. Let's come onto a mat. I keep forgetting my mat, my weight for this. Again, coming into this mat here, try and set yourself up so that you're happy with this weight. If you don't like the feeling of it, just get rid of it. If it's causing you any problems in the tummy, let's float that right leg. And when you're ready, let's push off. Push that knee away and release. And push. That's it. Push. Driving up through the hips, sending the knee away. So you've got that lovely long length through the front of the leg. And push. And push. keep going. I know everything is tired now. I know we're hot, we're sweaty, we're feeling it, but keep going if you can. Get rid of the weight, but keep going. Go on, keep going, drive through. Nearly there. Well done. Tempting to skip out that last one, isn't it? Okay, weight out of the way, over onto the front. You've nearly finished round 3. We're nearly onto the home stretch, last round. So 5 seconds left. We've got 40 seconds of work. Then you get your glass of water and a stretch. So hover position from here. Crouch back, drive forwards. Breathing out as you go forwards. Keep that lovely line between your ribs and your lower back. And by that I mean not bracing and fixing through your chest. So allow yourself to sit into those shoulders. So you feel like your body is neither slumping into your shoulders or bracing into your shoulders. You're rocking forwards and back. So we crouch, we drive forwards. Crouch, drive forwards. These quads should be absolutely chatting to you by now. Okay. Well done. Final round is coming up. We're nearly there. You did it, you did it. So, if you've been doing your sessions with me, you are well and truly used to what's about to come. I am currently drinking about a pint of water through this workout because it's quite warm in here today, and I will be at the end of my workout filling this back up again all the way back to the top, so another full pint, and I will check what time it is when I finish. Sorry, my clock's up there. And I'll be like, right, have to drink this within the next hour. So hopefully that's just totally normal for you now, and you just do that. I've completely got that ingrained in you. But if you are new to these workouts, or maybe you haven't been keeping to that, I want you to set yourself a challenge today. Fill this glass back up, drink it again within the next hour. If you haven't been drinking throughout this, then definitely get your water in the next hour. Okay, so last round, we're doing our deceleration wood chop to start with. We're going to step forward on that right leg. So let's grab our weight. You've got 8 exercises. So 8 minutes, and then you're onto your stretches, you're onto that recovery. Are you ready? Got your weight, get to the end of your mat. 3, 2, 1, weight on the left hand side, step forward, control. Back out again. And again, off you go. Control. Back out again. Control. That's it. So as you start to get tired, you might notice how you kind of can't feel it in the same way, because what you're feeling is very tired muscles. So it might be that you have to just check your position. Go, is my knee roughly over my ankle? But I still want you to aim for the same position and drive out. And again. And again. And up. Well done. Let's pop that weight down. We're going to go into our switch lunges. So, like last time, pitch it at the level that feels good for you. We want to get this heart rate up. Oh, it's really nice to mix up some pure strength work, some cardio strength, which is a bit like what we just did, and some cardio as well. So when you're ready, start with your lunges. So to make sense of all of what I just said, pure strength is where you're literally just doing a strength exercise. There's no heart rate elevation or no significant heart rate elevation. Cardio strength work is really, really popular because obviously you're bringing both together and you're getting the benefits of both. But with all workouts, whatever your focus is, whatever your exercises basically are the focus, that's what you're going to get out of it. Okay, and then you've got your pure cardio where you're just going for it. So speaking of which, I'm going to take that up into a little switch. Well done. Okay, right then, let's do our single leg deadlift. Grabbing that weight, still going with that front leg that we did on the last exercise. I'm going to stack myself up. So I've got about 10 seconds, but I'm really going to focus on getting my alignment right so I don't spiral on this. So weight over that front leg, long spine, shoulders just gently connecting. So I just think about my shoulder blades slightly squeezing together, keeping that connection. That's it. So it's almost like someone's just gently drawing the top of my head out from my spine, stretching my body that little bit longer. I'm making that power come through that front leg, through that hip. I'm letting it flex, and then I'm driving forward with it. And again, 5 seconds. Lovely. Great. Okay, we've got our pickups. So popping your weight down. Make sure you've got, mine's going to roll away. Make sure you've got a nice wide stance. Because sometimes you get here, you almost kind of get in the way of your legs, if that makes sense. 5 seconds. Are you ready? You're doing really well. You're nearly there. Okay, off we go. So down, up to the shoulder, overhead press. That's it. And again, shoulder, overhead press. Now, if you are fatiguing and you're feeling it in your neck or your jaw, I want you to put the weight down. I want you just to do the movement. I don't want you to start overworking those neck muscles. Not only is it not going to make your neck and jaw feel very good, but what you're actually doing is teaching your body to move that way. So what we're doing right now is, yes, we're exercising, we're getting stronger, but we're teaching our body how to move, which is what we talk about a lot in Pilates. So let's teach our body to move the way we want it to. Okay, we're going to go into our lateral lunges. So let's come into the side of the mat here. I'm going to take my weight up to my shoulder. If you want to, hold that weight in the front of the body. That's going to give you just a little bit more control. It gives you less of that variance that's going to knock you off balance, like it did last time for me. Okay, off we go. Let's step back and in. That's it. Step back and in. That's it. Sitting back into that hip. Allow yourself to fold and then drive up. And again, fold, drive up. There we go. Pushing through that hip. Drive the hips forwards. Long and tall through the spine. See if you can relax this jaw. Relax the neck. Got 10 seconds left. Well done, nearly there. Well done. Okay, we're into those hops. I know this is a really tough one, especially if you're doing it that single leg. So if you need to, have a little stretch out. If you do activations, if you know what they are, you might want to give your little activation points for your glutes a rub. If you guys usually work with Sarah Lou, okay, from here, let's go hop, hop, hop. So I'm onto my right leg, and I'm just going nice and steady to start with. I know what is my vulnerability. So for me, my right ankle is not as happy as my left. So I'm taking it nice and steady. I want you to listen as well to your body. So if you think, nope, double leg, go for it. If this is your strong side, come on, go for it. Let's see it. Let's see that strength. Go on, bounce, 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 bounce. This is really, really good for your runners, particularly, but also if you do lots of walking. It's also going to help you with cycling. Come on, go, 5 seconds. Well done. Okay, single leg bridge. We've got our penultimate exercise. Popping that weight onto your tummy if you can. Of course, get rid of it. It's not compulsory, this weight. I would advise a pillow there if you're not used to it, a cushion or pillow. So off we go. Let's drive up. So left leg floating. I'm driving through that right leg. Trying to keep my legs in this nice straight line. So I get a really pure sort of hip extension. So I'm working in that very straight line of my hip. Letting the knee really kind of bow out to the side or scissor into the middle. Just changes the muscles that we're using. And not that it's wrong to use those other muscles, it's just if we can't get hip extension, which is what we're doing here, we really struggle with a lot of other moves in our functional stuff. So this is a really good pure movement. Okay, well done. Release that out of the way. Get rid of your weight if you've been using it. You've got your final exercise. We're going to go into those hover squats, and we all know how much your quads burn on this one. 40 seconds, that's all we've got. So let's get round. Ready, steady, up you go. So come up, that's it, hover back. Use that out breath as you come forwards. Come on, and forward. And again. So we should be working really hard now. This should be pushing us up to our 7, 8 out of 10. We've got to be thinking There's no way I want to do another round of this. I've worked really well, I've had really good control, but I've worked as hard as I can within that control. There's no point working harder and losing your control. Otherwise you're just teaching your body to move the wrong way. Well done everybody, you did it. Final round completed. Let's have a nice big stretch out. So turning to face along your mat, stepping your leg through. If you don't feel comfortable in kneeling, feel free to do this in standing. I'm just going to come forward to a little bit of a hip flexor stretch. So by that, I'm tucking my tailbone under, pressing my hip forward, creating some length here at the front. If you're happy to, let's add this arm in as well. Oh, let that breath relax and settle down again. 5 seconds left there. 3, 2, 1, and release. Okay, let's switch over. So we're going to go forwards. We're not just collapsing forwards, it's like we're lifting up and forwards, like we're going up on the diagonal. Once you're happy that you've got stretch there, come up with that hand as well. And as I said, you can do this in a standing lunge, stretching out that hip flexor. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're going to come up into standing. So step through with those feet and dangle here if you feel comfortable to, and just give those hamstrings a little gentle stretch. What we're going to do is we're going to take hold of our hands onto either our feet or our legs, whichever feels comfortable for you, and we're going to sway our hips left and right. So a little left and right sway. If you don't feel happy with this, you might prefer to hold on to a surface a bit higher up and do it from here, maybe onto the wall if you feel either a bit dizzy or you're not happy, or just come out of it and then see if you can find a way to do it. Just give those hamstrings and those little side lunges that we were doing, those deadlifts we're doing, just loosening those off. And again, listening where you're feeling it, where it's talking to you. Okay, let's step ourselves back down onto the mat. And what we're going to do is take ourselves into a nice big shell stretch. Reaching those fingertips nice and long if you can, just to stretch out the back. Two more breath cycles for me. When you're ready, let's come all the way through into sitting. So cross leg for me, nice and tall. Let's come forwards for a glute stretch. So you should feel a bit of a stretch around these glutes in this cross leg position. If you're not feeling it, feel free to switch to a different glute stretch that suits you. 3, 2, 1. We're going to come up, arms nice and wide. We're going to go into our seated mermaids. So you don't have to have your elbow on the floor. If you feel like your bottom lifts off, stay up here. I want to open your chest towards me, and now open it just a little bit more. So you look up towards the ceiling just slightly. Got 3, 2, 1. Come back through, switch. Arms go across. Reach, 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 reach. Stay there. Now open up a little bit more towards the sky. 3, 2, 1. Come up. Okay, swap your leg around for me. So other leg goes in front. Hopefully I've been making you do that long enough now, if you've been coming to our classes regularly, that you feel nice and comfortable on both sides. We've settled that asymmetry out. Okay, arms up in front of you. We're going to go round behind with my right hand. I'm going to land it behind my hips and then lift up towards the sky. Take a nice big stretch. And then when you're ready, let's windmill our arms forwards again for our glute stretch. Okay, when you're ready, peel your spine back up. Other arm goes round and behind. Nice big shoulder stretch. Reach up towards the sky. Stretching out through the body. And when you're ready, release those hands back down again. Well done everybody. So I have set you your water challenge, haven't I? Fill this glass back up again and drink it within the next hour. So where's your nearest clock? Find it now. I've clocked my time. I know when I need to have drunk my water by. The other thing I want you to think about is what you are going to eat next. Now, if you work with me, you know often I will give analogies of food, but I want you to think carefully about it. We've done strength work, predominantly strength work rather than cardio. So I want you to go and eat something rich in a nice protein, okay? So if you haven't got time for a meal, so if you're not going into your breakfast, your lunch, your dinner, you're just going, right, I don't have time for that, Emily, just go and find a snack. a little snack, and I want you to eat that within the next 15 minutes. You've got a busy hour. In the next 15 minutes, eat some protein. In the next hour, drink and completely drink another glass of water. Okay, great to see you all. I'll see you on your mats again soon. Bye.